All right, so I realized that some of you might be a little confused on where to find everything, and I'm sorry I didn't think about this sooner. Um, so I am going to kind of show you what you need to know. So I'm in the student view so that I can show you what it looks like. So right here, there's 5 quizzes not attempted, and that means I haven't taken any of the quizzes. You can find the quizzes a couple of ways. You can, anything you want to know about the week, you need to go to content. And right now you only have week 1. I will open week 2 coming up. So here is all the to-do lists. And I know it looks like a lot, but some of these are really, really simple. Signing up on my mind. That is a need to. Most of you have done that. It's way easier for you to sign up with this and contact with me than it is on email. When I'm out and about, should see stuff on my remind, but I will not necessarily see the emails. Cam Scanner project was really easy. So some of these are really quick. And then I'm just telling you, hey, there's a handout. You can print it or you can just open it, and so forth. So these are all of the links. I did add the link for scheduling an appointment. So here I have everything mapped out for you. So this is the syllabus. I have to save it in that format for online. So that's what I did. Here is a quiz. Here's the remind instructions. You just got to open it and do it. Cam Scanner project, just a page 1 and page 2, and take care of that. Here's the folder to put it in. Here's the handout. Here are some other quizzes that I haven't taken, but you guys would need to. Here's your review for the bonus. Here's the review that you need to turn it, or the folder you need to turn it into. This is the in-class review notes. I thought that would be helpful to you because it goes with the video and it might help you to do better. Here's project 1, and then here's the folder. And I've given you all of the instructions for project 1. So, and project 1 is due in week 2. So do now, do week 1. There are certain things I wanted you to do right away. Now, I don't know. You might be able to get through here. Let's see. Let's see. I think we can get to the homework this way, but I am not certain. Let's see if we can. So here's the homework. That's what I want to go to. Or you can go on the very first page. But going to content really helps you see everything. All right. So on doing my homework here, I am looking at all of the assignments I need to do. I did extend the deadline to June 7th, which is tomorrow. I had it on Saturday because you have a test on Sunday, and it's more important to study for the test, but don't let these sit at zeros. Go in and do something. So let's go to 2.1. It's the first one. I'm going to click on question 1. Now, this one's a simpler problem. So whether is it a function or not? And give the domain and range. Well, if it's a function, that means the domain does not repeat. We can't use the graph because we don't have a graph. We only have ordered pairs. So you're just going to click. Does it give the relation represent a function? Well, our domain does not repeat. So yes, it's a function. And then final check. All right. What is the domain? I just got to click on what it is. The domain is all of the x values, so -0, no, or sorry, -8, 0, 6, and -1. Nothing repeated, so we're good. And now you don't have to chase it with the mouse. You can also just use, so my mouse is over here, I can use the return key or the enter key, and it'll work. All right, what is the range? Well, that's going to be my y value, so 3, -1, 6, and -1, but you don't write -1 twice. So 3, -1, 6, -1, and it does not matter the order in which you do them. And then hit return, and then it'll go to the next question. Now, every time you're finished, you want to hit save. Not with each question, but if you're done with this homework. I'm going to actually take you to another homework. So let me go back. Go back a link and see if that does it for me. There we go. All right, so let's go to something that maybe is a little bit harder than the domains and ranges. This one only has 8 questions, so that's the other thing you need to know. Some of these don't have as many questions in them, so that's a nice thing. All right, so using the given conditions to write an equation for the line and point slope and slope intercept. And you're like, I don't know what the formula is. I don't know how to do this. Go over to question help. You can do help me solve this, but that will do everything for this problem. But then you still have to do a new one. So view an example actually gives you a similar problem. And you can move that view an example off a little bit if you want. It'll only go so far. But now what I usually do is I hit continue, continue, continue until I'm done continuing. And then I can scroll back through, and that way I don't have to keep continuing. So here's my formula I need to know and what I need to do. And it's going to walk me through this exact problem, but it is a problem. It's just like this one. So you can look at this and you can scroll on down and see what you need to do for the problem. And then you can close it, and then you can come over here and work it. So I thought that might help you to know what to do. So I didn't do anything here. The other thing is, what if I don't write it right? So I'm going to click 3 and hit my return key. It says it's incorrect. Oh, you need to use this formula. Okay. Now, this has 2 parts in it. So I'm going to hit return again, because I want to show you something else. And I'm sorry that I didn't think of doing this sooner. This is my first time teaching on my MySlab class online, so I didn't think about what we normally would do in class. And this is a crazy time in itself. I know this is not the right answer, but I want to show you what will happen. So first of all, they're giving you the correct answer. So maybe if you were close on it, you can kind of see what you did wrong. And then you can, if you get it completely incorrect, you can go to similar question or you can go to next question. So similar question gives you the same problem, but as soon as you get it right, this will now turn green. So that'll give you maybe some helps. If you're something else you need to know, please let me know what I can do to help you see what's going on. Let's go back to the links. Yeah, I'm going to leave that because I didn't really do anything worth saving, but normally I would hit save. So, but you don't need to hit save after you do a problem, just after you when you're done with that homework assignment. So always hit it before you leave it. All right, so in here, I've worked on 2, but I haven't finished them, but I can see my grade here. And I've worked on 2 assignments out of 28. That means you have total 28 assignments in the course. You also have 2 quizzes. One is a practice and one is an actual taking. You will get credit for both. That's the comp exam. So this is what I've worked on. And again, if I want to see what all I need to do, I can go back to my student links and then go look at my homework. Now, if I want to see all assignments, so this is, you're either in the homework or you want to go to quizzes and tests. Now, I only have assigned these 2 here, nothing more. So if it gives you any other quizzes, don't take them. Oh, see right down here, there's this chapter pretest and all of this. I can't take those out of there. Don't do those. I mean, if you really want something else to do, but I don't take a grade on those and I don't use those. You want to look at these 2 items and just do those. So here's the practice quiz. You can do it as many times as you want. This one, and I will put that as a grade. And then this one is the actual comp exam. And whatever you get on this, the highest score I will give you. And it is counting. You can do 3 of them. So it's 90 minutes. But this one's not due right away. It's due the 20th, so it can wait a little bit. But make sure you do it. So I guess that's about all I really needed to show you. Make sure when you come in, though, it's content. And then go to week 1, and then you can see it. Because you can also, on the very first page, if you scroll down, you can see stuff. But I don't know that you always see so you only see part of the stuff, and see how it's all kind of jumbled. you really want to go under content. Content will get you where you are able to see everything the way that I have it spelled out. And notice on this project, I have a lot of helpful hints for you. So if you have some other questions, do let me know. And I hope that you found this useful.